Hey YouTubers, it's that Van Guy again with another weekly store finds and mail deliveries video. Got a lot of good stuff this week. A lot of it from eBay. A lot of the stuff I ordered last week and it just took a while to get. Trying to do some budget shopping on eBay. There's a bunch of stuff that I've been watching. Loose cars that were all like $2, $3 a piece. And then, was shopping around for cheap shipping. So I picked up a lot of loose stuff to fill in holes in my collection, different ones I didn't have, a lot of Matchbox, Baja Breakers, and then a few items that I found in the store. Or actually, a few that friends have found me actually in the store as well. So let's take a look. Let's start it out with this Baja Breaker. Now this is an older one. I think this is like from the late 70s, early 80s. This one goes for a little bit more money on eBay usually, especially in mint condition because it's a scene machine. If you take a look at the rear windshield, you can see the little spyglass in the back, the little porthole in the rear windshield or rear window. This is a black wall and it's got the plastic opening hood that they had originally before they retooled it. Let's see if I can open up the hood, give you a shot of that. So it's just kind of a plastic hood. There's the engine inside. Not really any detailed paint, but there's definitely an engine there. The only thing you got to be careful with these little plastic tabs sometimes break off, and then the hood doesn't want to stay closed. So on some of these old ones, it's best to maybe not open them. I'll give you a shot of the bottom. Let's see if it has a date on it or not. Hot Wheels 1977, that's when it was copyrighted. I'm not sure if that was when the first one came out, maybe 78. I think this is from around 79. I'll see if I could get close enough to the camera where you can kind of see inside. Let me zoom out, maybe that'll help. If you can see the scene inside, trying to hold it to the camera, you can kind of see there's like a motorcycle guy inside and like two guys sitting in the front seats. That's like his race team. So you can kind of see a little bit in the back there. It's kind of hard to see or to hold it just right, but you get the idea. So that's a scene machine. Those are usually a little more sought after. I was just trying to get some Baja Breakers that I didn't have. Fill in the holes in my collection. I didn't have this one. So glad to have that. Glad to add it. Here's another vintage Baja Breaker. Also with the plastic opening hood. There are multiple. This is a black wall as well. There are multiple paint schemes in this exact deco, but I didn't have this like raw metal looking silver one. I had a couple other colors like maybe a green and an orange, but I didn't have a silver one like this. So, and this one was going for really cheap and it looked really mint. It looks like it's in really nice shape for how old it is. The tampo's in good shape. It doesn't look all chipped up, and because it's the silver metal color, probably a lot easier to, if it does get a couple of chips or scratches, it's not as noticeable. You can also see, well, this one's got the scene machine. It's got the one-piece wide window, and this one has, it's still a one-piece wide window, but it kind of has a plastic insert where it's got like two windows, like two sets of rear window louvers. So that's pretty cool. Then we switched to the newer casting, or the newer tooling of it. This is the all-metal body with no opening hood. I have a blue one of this, and this one is the red version. I'm not sure if this was some sort of like a 5-pack or 10-pack exclusive, or if you could get this in a single. But again, I found it loose, pretty cheap on eBay, and it seemed to be in pretty nice shape. So picked it up for just a couple bucks, and that's one I did not have. And then this one is a really cool, and this one is more rare for the Baja Breaker. This one was in a 2-pack, and it came with a monster truck of the same livery, the Bounty Hunter monster truck. And they have a series of that where there's the, I have a Anglia panel with the Gravedigger graphics on it. So they had a 2-pack for a while in the, I think it was in the Monster Jam line possibly, where you got the monster truck, and then it came with another Hot Wheels car that had the monster truck graphics on the second regular car. So this one is one a little bit more rare because it only was available in that Monster Jam 2-pack. So shout out to Paul Wooten. I know he's a fan of my channel. He's got an awesome channel himself, and this Baja Breaker is his favorite casting of all time for the vans. So shout out to Paul Wooten. I'm sure he is loving me featuring these Baja Breakers. I also got a bunch of Matchbox, some ones I didn't have. This is like an Easter themed one. It's got kind of an Easter bunny with some Easter eggs on it and some pastel colors. Just a Ford Econoline van, probably like a mid-90s or so. And it's got some Easter eggs on the top, and then it's listed as Ford panel van, 1/80th scale. Matchbox 1999 is the copyright date, so it probably came out, maybe this one came out in 2000, I'm not sure, maybe that's just when the casting was created. Another Matchbox I picked up loose for cheap is a SpongeBob Chevy van. Didn't have this SpongeBob version, so, and I found it just for a couple bucks, and it looked like it was in really nice shape. It didn't look like it was too banged up. I try not to buy, if I do buy loose, I try to find ones that are in nice shape and not ones that are all scratched up. You know, if I want one to display in my collection, I kind of want one that's a nice example that is in good shape. So, Chevy van. Give you a shot of the bottom. .174 scale Chevy van. Matchbox. Plastic wheels. And then this is the last of the loose that I picked up. This is a Maisto, a cheaper line. This might have been in a 5-pack because it has kind of like a news livery, like a news van. So it was probably in some sort of a city 5-pack or something like that. I doubt they sold this particular style livery in a single pack. But this is a Maisto van, Chevy van, and this is from, I think this is one of the cheaper lines. You can just kind of tell by the weight of it. It seems really light. Plastic wheels, plastic base, Maisto Chevy Express van. So, but one I did not have, so added to the Maisto collection. Alright, now we can go through some of this carded stuff. My buddy Champion DJK, check out his channel on YouTube. He found a couple of these new Hot Wheels Premium Disney cars, and I was able to find this one and the Volkswagen Deluxe station wagon, but they were all sold out of the 66 Dodge A100 at my Walmart, so I only got the Super Van and the Volkswagen van, but I didn't get the 66 Dodge A100, and that's one I really wanted. I just wanted those three. The bread box and the 3D livery I don't collect. So this one is a double, so I'm going to use that for van trading or to resell. So that one won't get opened. But we will be checking out the 66 Dodge A100 in detail. So thanks again to Champion DJK. He sent me a Facebook message, private message, PM'd me that he found these in the store. He's wondering if I needed them, and I said, heck yeah. Sent him some PayPal right away on the spot. So I so he could pick them up for me. And then he also had this one for sale for a couple bucks. And I had an extra one of these. I just sold it or traded it to another van collector. So now I have another one to trade. So that one won't get opened either. But let's take a look at this 66 Dodge A100. If you checked out my other videos on my channel, you know that I'm a big fan of this casting. And I have every single one so far. So obviously, when they came out with this new one, I had to pick it up. All right, let's check it out in detail. Really cool piece. You know, not my favorite graphics, but you know, I'm a completist and I have every other 66 Dodge A100 that's been released so far, so I definitely had to get this one to continue with my complete collection. I really like that they have you know, multiple designs, or two different designs, one on each side for the paint scheme on the van. It's kind of cool that it has different things on different sides, although it's kind of makes an issue, like, okay, well, which side do I want to display? Which side do I want to show? You know, they're not the same on both sides, so either you just display them all to the left or all to the right in your display case, or you just kind of random whichever side you like the best. It's also, I like the wheels on this one. I like that it's got some taillight, some really detailed taillights on it. It's just got some stars on top. Let's check out the base. 66 Dodge A100. So, really cool piece. Really happy to have that one. And it'll make a nice addition to the 66 Dodge A100 collection from Hot Wheels. So, that's that. Next up we have this, another one I found on eBay. Found a pretty good price on it. This is like a convention piece, or like a toy show piece. And usually that stuff goes for some good money, but I was able to get this one for 12 bucks plus reasonable shipping. So I'll hold the card. You can pause it if you want to read it. Some of these collectors are kind of into the what number it is. This is 256 of 4,000 for the hologram sticker. 2009 second annual Hot Wheels Summer Smash. So let's tear into this one. I just started collecting these deco deliveries. I have a handful of them, maybe 8 or 10 at this point. But this one, I'm not sure if I'm going to collect them all yet, but this one has a pretty cool paint scheme on it. So I just like the red and yellow and the scallops. It's pretty sharp looking deco delivery, like a hot rod style. So there's another couple other limited edition or convention pieces, but they're really expensive. They're Larry Wood versions that really look awesome, really look cool with like flames and black and orange and a chrome one, but they're really on the pricey side. I'm kind of watching them on eBay, but it might be a while before I pick it up just because they're so expensive. Next up, I got found this one just yesterday at my local Walmart, this Matchbox. This is a Nissan van, Nissan NV van. I think this is a fairly newer van, this design. I think it's only been out for a few years. Not the prettiest van, but it is still a van. So let's crack into it and take a look. Take a closer look at it. I think it's some sort of an airport shuttle, maybe, design on it. Ultra Matchbox shuttle. So it's a different. I think this is the first. I'm not sure. I don't think this is the first casting by Matchbox of this van. I don't know too much about it, but I'm pretty sure this is the first one in my collection. I don't think I have any of these yet, so I'll have to do some research on the internet and find out how many of these they've put out already. But this is the first one in my collection, I'm pretty sure. Then they got a couple more Matchbox to show you. This one, you know, I'm a loose collector, so I don't really care about the card, but I bought it with the card cut off. That's the way it was. Really good price on it, but I don't really care. I'm not a carded collector. I just wanted a good example of this Matchbox Racing with the BF Goodrich graphics on it. Didn't have one of these. More into the regular street style vans with the normal ride height than these 4x4 vans, but kind of want to collect them all. But I prefer the street tired versions on the like 4x4 monster truck versions. And this one I think is kind of up there in age. You can kind of, even though it's brand new or fresh out of the package, you can see the paint kind of has some cracks in it, like some fine cracks in the paint. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm not going to be too critical of it. But yeah, it does have, I don't know if it was in the sun a lot or what, but it does have a lot of cracks in the paint, for maybe from shrinkage, paint shrinkage or what. But I'm not going to be too critical about it, but I just kind of wanted one example, a nice example that wasn't all beat up. And this one looks good enough from a couple feet away. Another 4x4 Matchbox I didn't have is this like ice cream version, Chevy Van snack truck. It's got the like ice cream cone on the side, I think. I think that's what it is. Let's take a closer look and find out. Take a peek at the back of the card if you want. Series 20. This looks like it's from 1999. So let's take a close look at this one. Let's see what all those graphics are. Looks like it's got a little license plate on the back. Got a phone number, 100 amazing flavors. Try our low-fat ice cream. Yep, I think it's supposed to be ice cream cone, yep. So this is like an ice cream van, 4x4 version. I didn't have that one, so glad to add that. And then last but not least, we have this 75 challenge, one of 10,000. I don't know if this is, it says Matchbox 75, so I'm not sure if this is from the 75th anniversary of Matchbox. Maybe if you guys know, you can leave a comment down in the description. 1997 edition. Number 26 Chevy van. Looks like it comes with the classic Matchbox little box inside, little box inside the blister there. Can you meet the challenge? 75 different models. Maybe that's what it is. So there's the card, but let's crack into it and take a look. I generally don't, you know, I know Matchbox recently has been reselling some of their vans, or some of their vehicles, I should say, with in the cardboard box again. And you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, it does have graphics on the outside of the box, so you do usually know what you're getting. But I think I prefer the card with the clear blister. It just has more. It's easier to hang on like a nail or a push pin, or to display. And this is the gold 75 challenge version Chevy van number 26. So this is another Matchbox 4x4 Chevy van I didn't have. Take a quick look at the top and the bottom. Seems like no matter how, every time I grab it, I always grab it from the wrong side and it's upside down. 4x4 Chevy van, Matchbox toys, made in Thailand. So yeah, a lot of stuff this week. A lot of cool stuff. A couple things I'm not opening, but we got a lot of 4x4 vans this week. Baja breakers, Matchbox vans, Matchbox 4x4s. So all in all, lots of good stuff, lots of good deals. And that'll be it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to check out my Facebook page, That Van Guy. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great day.